All right, folks, good morning. It is Saturday. I'm currently at a coffee shop. Hopefully, this is not too loud for you guys. I haven't been live for a week or so, kind of building my team right now. So I've just been focusing on that, focusing on the business. But today, I felt like just picking up the phone and calling some sellers live in front of you guys, So without further ado, let's make it happen. Just want to see who's out there listening, viewing. Always appreciate you guys. So let's get to it. And by the way, I'm working off of one screen today, so if you guys drop something on the chat and I don't get back to you right away, just know that I may not be looking at the screen. Hello? Jeff? Hello? Jeff, can you hear me?
Speak up.
Jeff, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great. Jeff, I'm calling about your property on South 222nd Street out in Des Moines. Just wanted to see if you're still looking to sell that. I'm sorry?
Make me an offer.
Well, I don't know anything about your property. I mean, you got to tell me something about your property before I make you any offer.
You haven't looked it up?
Well, sir, I have, but here's the thing. Zillow never ate in your kitchen, and Redfin never slept in your bedroom, and none of my softwares ever used your bathroom. You know what I mean?
Okay, so what's your question?
Oh, first and foremost, how much you looking to get for it?
$725.
Great. And tell me a little bit what you got going over there.
Are you aware it's a multi-tenant building?
Right now I'm looking it up. Yep. So can you tell me a little bit more what you got going on there?
3 bedrooms upstairs, 2 1-bedrooms, and a studio downstairs.
Okay, so we're looking at a duplex here.
Wow, your math must be pretty poor.
What did you say? You said what?
I said 3 bedrooms upstairs, 2 1-bedrooms downstairs, and a studio downstairs.
Oh, 2 1-bedrooms and studio. Gotcha. All right, I didn't hear you correctly there. Perfect. You got tenants there right now?
Correct.
Gotcha. And how much are you renting them out for?
I think, let me see here. I get about a little over 5 a month.
Is that your total rent? You're saying a little over $5,000 a month?
23 upstairs and 13 apiece downstairs.
13 apiece downstairs. And what about the studio? Is that 1,300 as well?
I keep that for myself.
Oh, got it. Okay. So I see what you're saying. So 26 plus 23, so just $4,900. Got it. Okay. Can you tell me as far as the condition of the property there?
It's pretty damn good. I just got done putting a roof on it. I've been fixing it up since I've had it. It's in pretty good shape. The only thing it needs is when the upstairs tenant moves out, it needs a new carpet put in up there.
Got it. And when is that tenant moving out? Or does he have lease? Is it month to month? Or?
It's month to month. She's been there for 12 years.
Oh, okay. Pretty good tenant then, right? She's been there for 12 years.
All my tenants are good tenants because the place is under, it's under market value. All the units are, so I don't have turnovers.
Gotcha. Yeah, I do the same thing for some of mine as well. Once they've been there for a while, you'd rather just keep them there,
Okay, so let's get to the point. What else do you need to know? Because I'm kind of busy.
All right. Well, I mean, if you're busy, if you want me to call you back, I mean, I want to be respectful of your
No, I want to
time.
get done with this. Make me an offer because I'm going to list it here real soon.
Oh, if you're going to list it on the market, then list it on the market. I mean, I'm an investor just like you. I mean, when you buy properties, you got to have meat on your bone, right? So it's the same thing for
Yep.
me.
All right.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Have a good one. $725. He's crazy. You guys watching? Did you guys hear that conversation? Because I am calling off of my MacBook. Just want to make sure you guys were able to hear it. Can you guys drop a one if you guys heard that conversation? If you guys are able to hear me clearly. Five on the market. Stairs. Studio. That's what's getting 2,300 bucks. Piece. Neighbors here. Interrupt. No motivation. So long-term follow-up. Let's go. All right, guys. All right, you guys heard that. Cool. Cool. Platinum, how you doing, buddy? I don't think I've seen you for quite some time now. Bryson, how you doing, bud? Thank you guys for hopping on. I know it's Saturday. You guys can be doing a lot more other things than listening to me, so appreciate you guys. Did you guys like that call, by the way? Guys, apologize if I'm doing a little bit slow right now, just because I'm operating under one screen, so I haven't done that in a while. Secondly, if any of you guys have leads that you cannot call, or if you need someone to call your leads, or if you've got capital but you have no time, let me know. More than happy to take you guys up on it. We can make a deal together. Right now, I'm actually calling. There's a fellow TU member couldn't make the calls. He's going to be busy this weekend, so he was like, "Hey man, can you call some leads for me while I'm gone? I don't want him to go stale. Let's get to him. Speed is key here." So that's what I'm doing. Getting away from the job, huh? Platinum. Let's get going, brother. Let's get going. Doing some marketing today, huh? Looking for end buyers. Bro, do you use investor base, by the way? Investor base, it's pretty good at finding buyers. You can easily call them. All right, let's call the next one. Hello? Hello, Adam, you there?
Hello?
Yes, hello, Adam?
Yes.
Yes, Adam, good morning. My name is Caesar. I'm calling about your property on Long Street out in Beaumont. Are you by any chance still looking to sell that property?
Yeah, I have the property.
Wonderful. I was asking if you're looking to sell that property.
Okay, it's really hard to hear you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. I was asking if you're looking to sell that property.
Yeah, I'm looking to sell it.
Great, great. Okay. And how much are you looking to get for it?
175.
175. All right. Can you tell me a little bit what you got going on over there?
It's a duplex. 3 bedrooms, 1 and 3/4 bath upstairs, and a 2-bedroom, 1 bath downstairs. I
Got
just
it.
had it leveled. The downstairs is all fresh and painted, good to go. Upstairs has some sheetrock work that needs to be done, and that's about it. Air
Got it.
conditioners are probably around 8 to 10 years old. Roof is about 12 years old.
Got it. Okay. Are they currently occupied right now, or are they vacant?
One is vacant, and I just gave notice to the upstairs, so I'm getting them out because I haven't given it to a realtor yet, but I'm about to. So I'm getting in the process. We're about 30 days from getting her out upstairs.
Got it. Got it. Are you guys evicting her, or you're leaving off on a good note?
Oh, it's a good note. Yeah,
Got it.
we've been month to month with her. We've been going like 5 years with her.
Got it. Got it. Okay. And then question for you, for those 2 units, how much rent were you getting per month for each unit?
1,400 upstairs and 1,100 downstairs.
Got it. Now, were you is that a market rate, or were you charging them a little bit below?
Was a little low because she's been with me a long time, so I wasn't going up.
Yeah. I got you. I got a couple of those too.
Yeah.
You'd rather just keep them instead of going vacant for a while, you know?
Exactly. Suck up the difference a little bit.
Got
for a
it.
good tenant.
So let me ask you this. I mean, if I were to fix that place up to get to market rate, how much can I rent the top one, and how much can I rent the bottom one?
Well, I don't know. Probably no more than 16 upstairs and probably 12 downstairs. It's just it's not the best part of town. It's a good end of town. It's it's clean, it's quiet, but it's just not the best part of town.
Got it. Okay. I mean, obviously the players buy it and keep it as a rental like you did. But just curious, if I were to buy this and flip it myself instead of doing a buy and hold, how much do you think I can sell it for?
Well, you'd have to put some work into it. 2.25, 250. It might need to be painted. I don't know. I've never been a fan of painting brick, but a lot of people like to paint the brick.
Yeah. I was actually looking. I think your numbers are right on, because I was putting it like at 240. So 250 is fine. Right now, sounds like you leveled downstairs, right? You've done some things there, but I do need to put in new ACs and the roof there, perhaps, depending on how it looks. How much do you think rehab put in there just to get it market ready?
15 maybe.
15K to get it market ready to put it on the market, or to get it to market rate for rent?
The market rate. Well, no, to sell. I mean, if you're trying to, because it needs a garage door. There's no garage door on the house.
Got it.
So
Okay.
it needs a garage door. It may need a painting or not, you know. You know, it's easier to put eyes on it. I know I look like you're calling from California. I don't know where you are, but
Yeah, I am in the communist country of California with Governor Hair Gel here. That's
yeah.
my property's outside of it, you know?
But I'd always recommend putting eyes on it yourself, you know.
Oh, I always do. And
I
I'm sorry, go ahead.
yeah. I always, you know, you always, you know, I want to sell it, so I'm going to tell you the best case scenario.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you may get in there and say no. So, I mean, all this conversation is good, but it's, so you put eyes on it.
No, I completely understand. And as a matter of fact, I'm actually glad you brought that up, because whenever I buy properties outside of my market, I always partner with a local investor just to make sure I always have a set of eyes on my project at all times. You know, if I can get in the car, drive down for 15, 20 minutes and see my property, I want to make sure I have someone that can. So, you know, just like I said earlier, because I live in California, I'm able to buy more properties, you know, versus just one, right? And so when I do that, I do partner with local partners, and I do buy a lot in Texas, Florida, and Ohio. So, question for you, man. I'm trying to make sense of this, and obviously you're an investor, I'm an investor, so I want to make sure you cash out on this. But also at the same time, as you know, whenever you buy properties, you got to have meat on the bone. So I'm just trying to make sense on the 175. How did you come up with that number?
Well, because I don't want to negotiate. I don't want to put 2.25 on it and then beat me up. I'm just going 175 as is. If I go to a realtor, you know, I'm gonna ask 200 and then let them beat me up and go down to 175.
Yeah, I got you.
You know, as is, because it's going to need a little work. You know, now if I don't have anything pending in 30 days, you know, when this lady moves out, I'm going to get in there and I'm going to fix it upstairs and start renting it again. You know.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Now,
so either as is, or I'm going to fix it and charge more.
Yeah, and then how quickly do you want to move on this if we do make a deal here?
Well, the ladies, we can, you know, it's going to take 30 days to do it. You know, tomorrow, Monday morning.
Yeah.
You know, but and then the renter will be out at the end of the month, and we'll be good to go.
Yeah, you were planning on putting this on the market when? If you
Probably next week, into next week, if I'm not getting any bites this way, you know, doing it myself.
Got it. Well, let me ask you. I mean, do you have any wiggle room at all in that 175? If we were to do it quick close, 14 days, all cash, as is.
Yeah, we could do 170. It'll take me 5,000 to do the sheetrock work upstairs and get it painted again. You know, if I did it like that, I'd do it 170 right now.
Well, what did you say? Something upstairs. I lost you there. I apologize.
Sheetrock work. It needs sheetrock and painting upstairs.
Sheetrock. Okay.
And I got a guy. He could probably do it for about $5,000.
Got it. Okay.
So I'll knock another 5 off if we do it today. You know.
Yeah. Now you said something earlier. Did you say how's the neighborhood over there?
Well, it's a good neighborhood. I mean, my wife and I have been there for 20 years, you know, and we live down the street from the property. It's just an older part of town, you know. It's considered old town.
Got it.
You know, up everything goes for, you know, 300,000 plus. Just our part of town is just you know, a little more depressed. It's not great, perfect, but it's not terrible.
Got it. Okay. Well, how's this? I'm just trying to look at how much it would be for me if it would make. I'm just looking at this on the rental, because on a flip, obviously that number doesn't work at all. But if I were to keep this as a buy and hold, I mean, obviously I was gonna try to come in low, as you know, but I really like the 160 range. Is there any way we can make that happen?
Then I'm just losing everything. Then I know. Yeah, 160 that'd be good for you because you flip it for 220, then you're making a little money. But coming down up on 175, I really don't want to do that, but I don't have to. So I'd rather hold it and look.
Got it. Well, I mean, like I said, I was gonna start at 150. I figured I'd meet you in the middle, but is there any way we can do 165, right in the middle between 160 and 170?
If you do it Monday, send me a check.
Well, I mean, I still gotta run title, and like you suggested, I gotta get my set of ice in there. So usually I do it
All right.
I'll do 14 days close, and what I do in those 14 days, I'll run title, and then I'm gonna send a couple of contractors out there and a couple of my guys that I've done business with in the past to see who's gonna partner with me on this deal. I don't really need the full 14 days, but I always like to just give myself a runway just in case because I don't control their calendars. But at the end of the day, I mean, today's the 12th. I can close on it by the 29th. But I would be good at that number.
Okay, 165, and you pay all the closing.
I pay all the closing costs. No realtor fees, obviously.
Right.
And I'll take it as is.
Okay.
And you said it's going to be vacant. Both units are going to be vacant by the end of the month, right?
Should be vacant by the end of the month. Yeah, I mean, she's been good to me. I mean, maybe another week, into May. We'll see how she goes.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, so how does that sound?
Yeah, send your guys. Let's start talking about it. Do what you want to do. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. So the next step. So as far as my process goes, all I need to do is just send you my agreement. By the way, you'll love it. It's only 2 pages. It's not a book. Just saying that, hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and purchase sale agreement for 165, closing date on the 29th, and then just give me access so that my guys can come in. Just like you suggested earlier, just have a set of eyes on it. And if everything you mentioned checks out, we should be good with that number. Obviously, if we go in there and now there's a hole in the roof or there's something's wrong with the basement, whatever it is, then obviously then I'm gonna have to come back, right? Otherwise, if everything checks out, we should be good to go with that number.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. What's your email address? At yahoo.com. All right, perfect. So Adam, I'm sure you've seen a lot of contracts in your life. So I will go ahead and send it over to you. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, when do you think you'd be able to take a look at it and sign it?
Morning. We're out of town right now.
Okay. So
I'll be home tonight.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll put a. Usually I put an expiration date on my contract just because I don't like it being out there and getting shopped around. So maybe I'll put an expiration date on it by tomorrow night. Does that sound cool?
Yeah, that sounds cool.
All right, my friend. So as soon as that's signed, it'll trigger me to sign it, and then once I do, I'll get we'll both get a fully executed document, and then what I'll do is I'll have my transaction coordinator reach out to you sometime next week, and then I'll have one of the guys in the back. Sometimes I let out of the basement. We'll give you a call whenever we have our contractors or any of our partners that want to walk the property.
Okay, sounds good.
Good. Oh, one last question for you, by the way. When we do have folks walking it, how should we go about that? Do you want to put a lockbox on there? Should I give you a call a day before? I want to be respectful, so whatever is most convenient for you, you let me know.
Yeah, well, I have to get with the lady upstairs before we can show hers, but I can put a lockbox downstairs or something. That'd be fine.
Okay, yeah, we can put lockbox downstairs, and then maybe what I'll do is I'll give you a call a day before just to let you know, right? And then if you can let the lady know, and if she's available, then that would be great. If not, then we can always just coordinate it.
Okay, yeah, we'll make that. That sounds good.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Because she knows that you're selling this, right? Because she's moving out.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I always like to ask that question because I've got my properties too, and whenever I sell mine, I just want the other guy to be cognizant of the situation. I don't want tenants to be ruffled. You know what I mean?
Right. Sounds good.
All right, Adam. Thanks, man. I really appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Drive safely, and I'll see your contract or the agreement this weekend.
Sounds good. I look forward to it.
All
Tell
right.
me your name again. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
my name is Caesar. Caesar, like
Caesar.
this, yeah, like the salad or the pizza,
There you go. Or the Emperor.
or the that's what I always say, or the emperor. All right, brother. Have a good one.
All right.
Okay, bye bye.
All right, brother. Bye.
Right on the board. Let's go. Yeah, that's not a bad deal at all. Um, Let me show you the calculator that I have here. You guys able to see this? Let's see. Oh no, not yet. Hold on. Hold on. That's not how I want it. There you go. So here's the calculator, guys. Obviously, it's not going to work as a flip, but it should work as a rental. 220. He knows what he's doing. He's an investor, so I just use his numbers. He says 15,000 to get it market ready. So let's just say it'll cost 20,000 to repair it to get it rent ready. So I'm really overestimating there 10,000 a unit, but really it would probably be 5,000 a unit. Um, and so with this, you still get 1.37. This one I'm a little bit afraid of, right? So I'm definitely gonna get beat up on this by the end buyers. So I might end up at the end of the day, I might end up doing something like this. And so if that's the case, oh, then you know what? I'm not really that's not that much of a difference between the two. So instead of 220 here, I would probably put 235. So it's not a free house, um, but you pretty much get almost all your money back. You have about 17% equity on here. Now you got a 1.44%. So guys, one thing I do want to point out, so as you can see here, this is probably where I would land. So sometimes I get a phone call or a DM and be like, "Hey, is this a good deal at 5,000?" The problem is if you're looking at it this way, then it won't. By the time you get beat up by the end buyers, you're gonna have no assignment fee on it, right? And so the way I look at it is, does this still work? Can this still work? I think you can. You have someone that would get it at 1.4%. Like, yeah, it's 13% equity, but it's still 30,000 equity. So I look at it this way, guys. So like right here, this is how I will market it with a $14,000 assignment fee. By the time I get beat up, I might get 9,000, or worst case scenario, 5,000. Right. So I guess what I'm trying to say is give yourself some cushion when you're doing this. Don't try to just for the sake of getting an agreement signed. Don't do it with just a $5,000 assignment fee. Right. On something like this, I would usually put anywhere from 15 to 25,000. And so that's why I said 15,000. I think that works. We can make this happen here. Any questions on that, guys? Love to hear some comments here. What are your thoughts? How'd I do? Let me know. All right, guys, let me this is from Josh. I don't know if you're watching, man. That's one of your leads, brother. All right, guys, give me a few minutes here to send out the contract before I forget. Power Hour, Victor, what's up, man? Tim, good question. Does he have another property he wants to sell? Brother, I love that question. By the way, guys, Tim, he is part of TU. He's starting on Monday. He's part of my team as well. This guy is going to be a killer, guys. I'm actually going to post a video probably in the next couple of days with Tim's phone call. We were having fun yesterday calling FISBOs, just cold calling. You guys are going to love it. Tim, so this is a great question for everyone. Does he have another property that he wants to sell since he is an investor? It's a great question, and that's something that I would definitely ask if that one was not a deal. Okay? The reason why I say that is I'm already closing him on this deal. And I know I'm a buyer here, but look, when you're closing, stay close, right? Don't lose the deal because you end up asking more questions or trying to go get other things. You have the deal in front of you, you're closing it, you close and you stay close. At least that's what my mentors have told me. And so right now we closed on them. I'm gonna stay closed on it, and then I can always come back and ask him for more properties. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. Guys, while I'm doing this right now, drop some questions on the chat. So while I'm doing the contract, if we can get some engagement going, so it's not a long pause. Ask a bunch of questions, guys. I'm here to answer them. I'm sending this contract right now. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Tim, is this a new lead? Yes, it is a new lead. It actually came from a fellow TU member who just bought a bunch, who bought 12 yesterday because of the Loyal 90. Everything's 90% off for the weekend if you bought at least one lead throughout the week. The only thing is he's actually going to be out of town, so he's not going to be able to call them until Monday. So he was like, hey, man, like, I don't like my leads going stale. I know you're consistent as a tree. Do you want to give him a call? I said, all right, let's go. Let's make it happen. So, guys, usually I would stay on the phone and do the contract. But when it comes to investors, they've seen so many contracts before. I don't really care. I mean, like 9 out of 10, they'll sign it. Only 1 out of 10 where they'll come back to you and go, hey, where's the EMD? How come you have no EMD on here? Or, you know, they'll mention something about what they don't like about the contract, which you can then overcome. So, question for you guys. Hold on, let's see if you have any questions before I drop one. What's up, your local handyman? I don't know if you got to see or hear that close that I just did right now. Hopefully you did. One question that I will have for you guys, I want to see if you know how to answer this. So if he's an investor. We're doing a quick 14-day close. He's going to see my contract. It's going to have no EMD at all. So one of the potential blockers, he's going to call me and say, hey, man, what's up with EMD? I need $5,000 or whatever it is. So I want to see if you guys know, how would you overcome that if that were to happen? So remember, my contract has $0 EMD. Drop it on the chat if you guys know, or how would you overcome it. I would love to know. And if you don't know, drop a 2 so I can go ahead and let you know how I would go about it. All right, guys, I'm almost done here. All right, let me see what you guys said here. Victor, buying it off market and closing in 14 days, the investor will get still gets all his money regardless of AMD. Good call, man. EMD comes after inspection. That's another way of going about it. Handyman, no clue. Clue, all right, perfect. So yeah, so those are great responses, Tim. That's something that I would say. If so, the first thing I would do is this, guys. My pitch, as you heard, whenever I buy properties outside of my market, I partner with local investors to have a set of eyes on my projects at all time. Okay, so if he comes back to me and go, hey, what about EMD? First thing I would say is, hey, look, man, remember I told you to partner with local investors? Great. Their ticket to partnering up with me is that they put up the EMD. So after the inspection, I get the partner. Once I have the partner, he or she will deposit the EMD. Usually that's done. If that doesn't work, then I go, okay, great. Hey, look, man, I'm closing on this quick. I'm not asking for 30 days or 60 days, which if I were, I understand why you would ask for an EMD. But look, I'm closing on this in 14 days. You're an investor. I'm an investor. I don't want to tie up my capital. Do you really want me to wire money to the title company, pay a fee twice just because of an EMD that you're never going to get anyway? Let me just wire one time. Let's have one transaction, which is that closing date for the full 165. A lot of times they're like, okay, that makes sense. Handyman, you're direct to agent. You're a brave man, my friend. How's that going? Um, that's a different game, man. Let me know how that goes. What blockers you have. I'd be more than happy to help. For me, it's a lot easier to go direct to seller than direct to agent. The reason why I say that, most agents are idiots. There's really only about 1% that know what the heck they're doing. The others are just paper pusher. So a lot of times direct to agent, it's a lot more headache. That being said, I'm not saying that you can't make money out of it. So a lot of people have been very successful with it, right? Jerry Norton, freaking GOAT. He does a lot of direct to agents, Pace Morby and so forth. So it's just the headache that I wasn't willing to take on. You know what I mean? So all right, guys, let me just text this guy, let him know that I. Oh, great. Contract sent, baby. Let's go. Man, that was dope. All right, let's call the next one. That ring. Now you can probably hear it.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey Tim, good afternoon. Caesar here, calling about your property on East First, out in Chaska. Looks like you're looking to sell that property. I'm actually looking to buy in that neighborhood. Give me a call when you get this. I'll shoot you a quick text as well, so you have my information. Okay, thanks. Let's put this on a campaign drip. Let's go.
Hello, I'm not available to take your call at the moment, but if you'll leave your name, number, and a brief message, I will return your call as soon as. Hello, I'm not available to take your call at the moment, but if you'll leave your name, number, and a brief message, I will return your call as soon as possible. Have a blessed day.
Hey, Brandon. Good afternoon. Caesar here, calling about your property on Rio Vista. Looks like you're looking to sell that property. I am actually looking to buy out in Fort Myers, so give me a call back when you get this. You can reach me at this number, and I'll go ahead and send you a text with all my info, okay? Thanks. Hey, folks, for everyone that's watching here, I'd like to get your opinion. I am at a coffee shop here. I love this coffee shop that I'm at, but I also want to know, how's the audio? Are you guys hearing me okay? Are you hearing the seller okay? Let me know. Drop something on the chat. I'd appreciate it. Give me a 1 if you guys can hear me. Give me a 2 if I shouldn't do this again. I like being outside of the house, so let me know. 1, if it's a thumb up. 2, if I should never do this again.
The Waters residence.
Hello?
Can't take your call now. You
Hello,
Yes, hello. May I speak to Orlando?
this is Mrs. Waters. How
Hey,
can I help you?
Yes, Mrs. Waters. Good afternoon. My name is Caesar, and I'm calling about the property on Decatur Street. Looks like you guys might have
Oh, we're
spoken
not
with.
interested. Bye.
Oh, all right. Thanks. Refund, baby. Let's go. Interested. All right, let me leave a note here before I forget. Not interested. Ask for a refund. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, let's go Jacksonville. I like Jacksonville.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye.
All right, let me see. Any questions here? All right. What do you say, Tim? What do you say if the lead says he's not selling? Great question. If he's not selling, she was pretty abrupt, so I don't mind. If she's not selling, I'll just put her on my long-term follow-up and then go back to speak to lead and get a refund for it, right? It's a free lead. If it's someone that's not abrupt, I'd be like, oh, hey, no worries, no pressure on my end. If you don't mind me asking, what made you change your mind? Has it been sold? Are you putting it up on the market? Or you're just no longer selling? Like, oh, I'm no longer selling, blah, blah. All right, great. Like that question will lead you to other questions. So I would just dig a little deeper, but I'm not going to spend too much time. One other thing is, hey, I know you're not looking to sell this property, but do you have any other properties you're looking to sell, or do you know anyone else that's looking to sell? So pretty much you just ask a few questions to get all the other avenues. Make sure that you like squeeze all the potential out of that one lead, and then move forward. Right, quick 2-minute conversation. I'm not trying to sell her. I'm not trying to sell her the idea why she should keep talking to me. It's just a couple of quick questions and that's it. Done. Hey Tim, yes. So these leads that I'm calling are from Josh from TU. He just bought them yesterday. So they're pretty, I guess, new leads. Oh, right. Roy. Great, you have a sec. So the guy that I just put on a campaign drip, he just responded saying he's looking to sell for 75. So let's see if he has a sec to talk to right now. And I can give him a call. So let's wait for a couple of minutes just in case he says he's ready to talk. If not, I'm calling the next one. While I'm waiting, how's everyone doing? Who's on here? I see Tim's on here, handyman. I don't know if you're still on, but if you all are, thank you for hopping on, man. Hopefully, you're getting some key ideas here, getting some value out of today's call. Victor, how you doing, bud? Are you still doing your routes? by the way, any of you guys on the phones right now calling sellers, if you want to hop on, let's hop on here. Let's do a quick power hour. That would be super duper awesome. Working and calling, Tim, dude, I love this guy. Tim, you're gonna be such a killer, bro. I'm telling you right now, killer. This guy's gonna be a killer. You know, I always say a lot of folks have huge wishbones and very little to no backbone. Tim has a backbone, man. I mean, Tim, we've known each other for what, 2 weeks now or so, and then you became part of my team earlier this week, and this guy has been on the phone nonstop every day, getting his ass kicked. And you know what? Every time he gets his ass kicked, he's got a smile on his face because he's just soaking in all the learnings that he's getting. Just a savage, Tim. Really appreciate you, man, and I'm glad I got to meet you, bro. All right, since this guy hasn't responded back, let's go ahead and give Catherine a call.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after. Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
Hi, Catherine. Good afternoon. My name's Caesar, calling about your property on Wingate, Bishop's Head Road. Quite a mouthful there. But looks like you're looking to sell that property. I am looking to buy in that neighborhood. Give me a call when you get this. You can reach me at 415 415-843-7975. Once again, that's 415-843-7975. And yes, I am from the communist country of California with Governor Hair Jail, so don't shoot me. Now, all joking aside, I am looking to buy in that area. So give me a call when you get this. Love to chat with you. Thanks. Hello? Daniel? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, hello, ma'am. How are you?
Who is this?
Yes, my name is Caesar, and I'm calling about the property on, hopefully I can pronounce this,
You
Epos
have the
Road.
wrong number. I don't have any property.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
All right. Wrong number. Wrong number. Nordish. Here.
Yellow?
Yes, Mr. Good Lawrence.
Yes.
Lawrence, good afternoon. My name is Caesar. I'm calling about your property on Mount Ventus Road, #1.
Yep.
Yeah, it looked like you've probably either spoken with one of my guys or you filled out one of my forms on one of my ads. Are you still looking to sell that property by any chance?
I would love to sell it. I have an active offer. I've never filled out anything online. I don't know how I ended up on all these people's mailing list or call list.
Well, I'm sorry, man. I just, like I said, it just kind of came across my desk. And if you have an active offer,
So-
did you sign it or are you still looking around or what's the deal?
I've agreed to the offer. It's $280,000 cash, no cost to me.
Wonderful.
If you want to beat it, you're in the run, but most people don't want to.
Yeah. I mean, did you sign the contract already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you signed the contract, man, can't really sign another contract. When is if you don't mind me asking, when is your closing date? Maybe I can be your backup buyer just in case that doesn't, hit the finish line.
June.
What date? June 1st?
The end of June. No, the end of June.
Gotcha. Okay. If you don't mind, maybe I'll touch base with you middle of June and see how things are going. If you want to save me on your contacts, that price point doesn't scare me. That's within my price range, and I usually close within 14 days. And the same thing, I'll pay cash and all the closing costs.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Thanks,
Well,
man. Appreciate
I'll hear from you in a couple months. All right.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Whoever locked that up might have locked it up a little too much. So that should be a good one. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. 280K. Let me make a note on this. Put a long-term follow-up. Okay. Under contract. 280K. CO. End of June. Guys, here's the one thing I love about Speed to Lead. That one will be a refund. And 9 out of 10, that deal is probably not going to make it to the finish line. So I will call that at the end of June, middle of June. And we're going to get that deal. So let's make it happen. Let's see, where is my... Long-term follow-up. All right, let us call Roy Thompson.
But the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye.
All right, let's see some of the questions you guys have here. For some of you folks that just joined in, I am working off of one screen right now, so if you drop a question and I haven't gotten to it yet, apologies. Let's see here. What's up, Jose? How you doing, brother? Victor, the only thing I do notice of the audio is the ring sound gets louder. Yeah, I know. That is a re-simply thing, I think. So let's see. Jose, I'm actually calling speed to lead. I got it from a TU member who bought 12 leads. However, he's out of town this weekend, so he understands that speed is key here, and so he didn't want the leads to go stale. So he asked me to give him a call while he's gone, and made a deal out of it. So, yep, speed to lead. Possible innovation, or why was it a closing date so far off? That's a great question, Victor. I don't know, but at that point, I don't really care because he's already got it under contract. Just wouldn't make any sense for me to keep asking questions. I guess I could have, but I'm focused right now to just keep pounding the phones. But that's definitely a good question. Let's see. I think I might have called all of them already. Oh, I have one more. Let's go. Oh no, this is the wrong owner. Let's see. Guys, I just got a text from seller that I sent the contract to actually last weekend. It was a lead solo lead. She started at 415, got it down to 230. And the reason why it took her a long time was because her attorney friend was supposed to read it over, redline it, but he never did throughout the week. And she thought that he already did that I had the contracts. Like, I don't. And so she's a little pissed off about it. And so I told him, like, hey, look, I just want to be respectful to you. That's why I said, go ahead. But usually attorneys do this where it just prolongs the whole process. So, I was like, what are some of the things that you don't like about the contract? Da, da, da. She's like, not really. Everything sounds fine to me. So I was like, well, then let's just make it happen. And so she's like, all right, let's do it. Black Sheep. Is there any nationwide title company that is best to use when wholesaling virtual? Yes, I believe Joey and them use nationwide title, I believe. They do a lot of, they're really good when it comes to creative deals. So I'm sure they'll do cash deals. Quite frankly, I don't open title until I have a buyer. And for the most part, I have the buyer choose the title company. Unless it's in a market that I have connections with already, then I'll choose the title company. But since the buyer is paying all the closing costs, I like to give them the option. Makes it a lot easier for you as well. Just put TBD on for title instead of actually putting a title company. All right, folks, I think that was a pretty good hour and 20 minutes for a power hour. I usually like to keep this short, within an hour to 2 hour stretch. Before I go, I just want to see if you guys have any questions. How has your journey been? Drop it on the chat here. Otherwise, just, well, first and foremost, thank you for hopping on. Really appreciate you guys' support. If you guys like what you saw today, obviously smash that like button. If you're new, like your local handyman, if you saw value to this, subscribe and leave your key takeaway in the comments below. That's really the most important thing. As you can see, the channel is all about growing together and inspiring each other. So just want to make sure that any new wholesalers that will come across my video now or in the future can at least see what the key ideas are, so they can watch that. They can watch the video. Tim, is it easy to dispo mobile home? Yes, it can be, especially if they own the land. If they don't own the land, we do have Travis Wells within Titanium. He's a buyer. He does wholesales, everything, creative financing, but he's also carved a pretty niche market for himself when it comes to mobile homes. So if it's a rented land, don't shy away from it, because we do have someone like Travis that can help us on that. But if it is rented land and it's sitting in a 55 and up community, and it just shrinks your buyer pool quite a bit. So if you want to take a chance at it, then you better have it deeply discounted. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult to move. Cool, guys. Have a great weekend. Have a great Saturday. And I'll catch you guys next week on another Saturday Power Hour. Let's go. Have a good one.